Right now at 5:30, a man from Georgia is in jail this morning in Lexington. Police say he's charged with having dozens of re-encoded gift cards.
Relief efforts for Johnson County flood victims will get another kickstart later today with a series of fundraisers. We'll tell you all about that coming up this morning in a live report.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you on a very pleasant feeling start to this Wednesday, July 22nd. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope you're having a great start to your day. We're expecting some nicer weather, which we really do need it.
That's right. Humidity levels are down this morning. It's very nice if you want to step outside and take a quick little stroll. Let's check in with Micah in our First Alert Weather Center.
Yeah, that front that moved through yesterday, it's really driving in some really dry air into the region. Now, northern zones, you're really feeling it. Central zones, you're starting to feel it. Southern zones is not there just yet, but just give it a little time and it'll work its way down into your area. Things look good there on the roadways. We're starting off in the 60s, finishing off in the 80s. The humidity is way down, and that means when you get that humidity to drop big time, there's no chance of rain. So no chance of rain for today, but going off into the night and into tomorrow morning, here comes those clouds. And that means one thing, yes, some rain, but it's only one day. I'll explain that coming up in a few minutes.
Okay, Micah, thank you. And let's get to the news.
New this morning, we're tracking the investigation into a forgery arrest.
It happened in Lexington. 34-year-old Titorian Moore is charged with possession of forged instruments. Police say he was using stolen financial information to buy gift cards at the Hamburg Walmart. And that's not the only type of charge he's facing right now. Let's go to WKYT's Mark Barber live in Hamburg. Mark, can you tell us at this point about, there's also supposedly this wanton endangerment charge against Moore. What's that about?
Good morning, Bill. That's exactly right. Police say that he's charged with that wanton endangerment because he left his son alone in the parking lot here at the Hamburg Walmart while he was inside using that stolen financial information to buy those gift cards. Now, police are saying that his 9-year-old boy was alone in the car in the parking lot here at the Hamburg location. They say that the high yesterday was around 86 degrees. Police say Titorian Moore, who was also known as Pizza, also left credit card forging devices and a number of cards that had stolen information on them in his car. Investigators say they were able to arrest him because a Hamburg Walmart employee realized Moore was reloading gift cards by using prepaid gift cards. According to court papers, Moore skimmed information off at least 50 valid credit and debit cards and then used that data to forge his own credit cards. The 34-year-old is from Macon, Georgia, and police have not said if the financial information was stolen from people in Lexington or out of state. Moore is facing an incredibly long list of charges. He's facing 55 charges. That is 4 pages of charges once you get those all counted out. He will be arraigned later this afternoon on all of those charges. Now, those charges include things from possessing a forged instrument to endangering the welfare of a minor, and that arraignment will take place at 1 p.m. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you very much. A disturbing find for state troopers in Powell County. They went to serve a search warrant at a home and found 2 children locked inside and living in filthy conditions. The 8-year-old and 12-year-old were padlocked inside the home on Torrey Ann Drive. There was a note there telling the kids to text their mother when they woke up. Police say the home had no air conditioning and no running water.
Apparently there was some type of dog waste on the carpet there in the room, which the kids had been living in, as well as the only, I guess, light that they had in the room was a candle that we feel was used also to cover up the scent that was left from the dogs.
Their mother, Sarah Mullins, is now facing charges of wanton endangerment and endangering the welfare of a minor. Daryl Meadows, who police say Mullins stayed with at the home, was also arrested. Child Protective Services has removed the kids from Mullins's care. Investigators say they also found signs that meth had been made in the home.
New this morning, a missing Northern Kentucky girl has been found. 13-year-old Benita Hawks went missing from Edgewood Friday night. Police say they thought she'd been picked up by an adult man she met on social media. This morning, police say she has been located, but they have not released any information on her condition at this point.
Investigators say they found a woman dead at a Knott County lake. Fish and wildlife officials say her body was found last night near the dam of Carr Creek Lake. Her name has not been released this morning, but investigators say she is 36 years old. An autopsy has been scheduled. Investigators say at this point they believe the woman drowned. Johnson County is starting the recovery process. It could be a long one after the historic flooding over there that hit the region so hard last week.
Really just devastated that area, and people across the Bluegrass want to make sure those in the county are getting as much help as possible. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain's at our live desk with more on the fundraising efforts. Good morning to you, Michelle.
Good morning, Rebecca. The popular music duo Sunday Best will put on a live concert tonight to help the flooding victims of Johnson County. The country music duo, along with singer Tyler Childers, will help flood victims with a concert. It begins at 7 in the parking lot at Johnson Central High School in Paintsville. Admission is free, but organizers are asking for donations. If you can't make it to the concert, you can still donate. Our sister station WKYT will air the concert live. They'll have a phone bank set up for people to call and donate. You can also make donations on Sunday Best's website. All of the money raised during the concert will stay in Johnson County. All of the other money raised during the concert will stay in Johnson County beyond the cash donations that will be distributed by the band. You can also give items such as cleaning supplies, blankets, food, baby diapers, and more. Live at the news desk, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Thanks so much, Michelle. A Johnson County dispatcher is talking about some of the calls she received during last week's flooding. Tasha Cook is a dispatcher with Paintsville Johnson County Emergency Management. She says the initial calls weren't out of the ordinary. People reported down trees, for example. But soon, she says people reported seeing homes just floating away entirely. Cook says she took a call from the daughter of a man who ended up dying in the flood.
She was behind the truck and the water was going underneath the truck, and it just swept him under. And they lost him after that. Didn't see him. That's the one that sticks out the most. That's the one I have nightmares about.
Dispatchers say they received more than 100 flood-related calls in the span of just a couple of hours. Well, armed volunteers are guarding military recruiting centers across the country after 4 Marines and a sailor were shot and killed in Chattanooga, Tennessee last week.
Federal regulations prohibit recruiters and other military personnel from being armed at those locations. As Hannah Daniels reports now, some lawmakers are calling for the Pentagon to change that policy.
Armed with AR-15s and handguns, scores of volunteers are popping up at military recruiting centers across the country. They say they want to protect servicemen and women here, who are prohibited by law from being armed themselves.
I grew up in this country. I live in this country. This is the least we can do.
The movement began after Mohammed Abdulaziz shot dozens of rounds at a recruiting center in Chattanooga, Tennessee last week, before killing 4 Marines and a sailor at a military training center a few miles away. Republican Senator Steve Daines and Republican Representative Duncan Hunter are among a handful of lawmakers who believe the best line of defense going forward would be to allow military personnel at recruitment centers to be armed. Hannah Daniels, CBS News.
And Defense Secretary Ash Carter has ordered a full review of security policies at military installations, due to be turned over to him now by the end of the week. A Madison County man is now charged with multiple counts of child sexual exploitation. State police say their electronic crime branch had been investigating 52-year-old John Lazaro. They say he had images of sexual exploitation involving young children. Police also charged him with menacing and evidence tampering.
Well, a woman police say was hit by a car outside a Madison County grocery store has died. Witnesses say 89-year-old Christine Blakeman was pinned between 2 vehicles after an SUV hit her in the parking lot of the Richmond Kroger yesterday. Police say she had just returned a shopping cart and was walking back to her car when the driver of the SUV backed into her. Blakeman died at the UK hospital a few hours later. Her neighbors say they often saw her outside her home.
But that little lady was either sweeping or on that carport or that front porch or working in the yard, trimming bushes or something. Very neat little lady.
The driver of the SUV talked to us off camera yesterday. She says she believes she had a seizure just before hitting Blakeman and several more after being taken to the hospital. She's also said she's sorry for what Blakeman's family is going through.
Some farmers in Montgomery County say flocks of black vultures are killing their calves. They say the vultures often hover, dive, and then attack cows in labor. Farmers say the birds go after the calf first and then the mother. One farmer told us the vultures killed 4 of his calves.
You figure a calf that's born, in the fall, he's going to bring you about anywhere from $1,000 to $1,400, and that's a big loss.
Certainly a financial impact there. The vultures are protected under federal law, so farmers are now applying for permits so that will allow them to shoot and kill the birds if they're threatening their livestock.
Maybe more than 10 months away, but Churchill Downs is releasing a sneak peek of next year's Kentucky Oaks and Derby. A sneak peek of their logos that's just in yesterday. The racetrack unveiled a look for both races. You see them there. The Oaks on the left, the Derby on the right. The logos were designed by a New York company called SME. They've been designing logos since 2007. Representatives say for next year's logos, they were inspired by 1920s Derby glamour. Kentucky Oaks will be May 6th and 7th of next year.
Interesting that they work ahead this far, you know?
Yeah, and I'm sure some people are already coordinating their outfits this far ahead.
Right. All right, our time this morning is 5:41 on WKYT, and let's check live drive traffic and see what's going on out there.
Take a look at the Waze app, looking pretty clear out there this morning. Keep in mind the demolition of the old Frankfort Pike Bridge at New Circle in Lexington. That project will continue this morning until 7.
Yeah, they've been trying to get that done in the overnight hours, that work, so hopefully things will clear up for you as we head into the rush hour this morning. Hey, it's Wednesday, and it's great to have you with us on WKYT This Morning.
Stay with us.
No rain for today, but it's all about the temperatures today. Tomorrow, here comes the rain back in the forecast, but only for some. I'll have your latest details coming up next.